gentlemen, and welcome on another episode of Africa Youth Time TV show. I'm Melvin, and I will be the only host of tonight. As you can see, tonight Sango is not present, and we share our big greetings to her. Tonight on Africa Youth Time TV show, we are going to discuss a crucial topic once again. We are going to discuss about young people, the Gen Z, and drug addiction. And the topic states as follows: the role of parent, youth, organized association in preventing drug addiction and helping Gen Z to do recovery. So tonight, to discuss about this crucial topic, we have 5 guests with us tonight, and we are going to introduce them before getting to the heart of the discussion. So tonight with us, we have once again Mr. Stephen Banda, who is a former local leader and district youth patron at UNILAC, leading more than 15,000 young people involved in voluntary services club that campaign against drug addiction among youth in Gasabo, Kichuchiro, Ramagana, Kayonza, and Nyanza district. After, we have Mr. Kaijuka Moses, who is a lecturer at the University of Rwanda and program coordinator of AHO-CC, East African Music Artist. Through music, he campaigns against drug addiction and help influence young people struggling with addiction and rehabilitation center toward healing and recovery. After, we have Madame Uwase Natasha, who is a renowned Rwandan artist and youth activist involved in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, particularly through Adventist youth activities. Madame Muyuna Gertrude, who is a banker and general secretary of the Ambassador of Christ Choir, an international music association that campaigns against drug abuse in churches and among young people. And last but not least, Madame Kaitesi, who is working at Rwanda Revenue Authority in custom offices. Thank you. Welcome all of you distinguished guests. Thank you. How are you tonight?
Yeah, you okay?
Mr. Stephen Banda, it's not the first time that we see you on the show. It's a great pleasure to see you again tonight.
I'm also proud to be here.
Yeah.
With the delegation that we've come together with.
Mm-hmm. And we are going to give them actually time to speak. Tonight it's not only questions, they're also going to speak with you.
Yeah,
so
that is a specialty of today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the speaker-centered approach. It is the audience-centered. This is a dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a panel of discussion.
Yeah. So tonight we are going to actually address a topic that you're actually caring about: young people and drug addiction. Firstly, I would like to ask this question: why do you care too much about young people and drug addiction? Why do you make it your fight?
Yeah. Today, when you look at the generation of today,
mm-hmm.
the youth, the African youth, just contain more than 60% of the population.
Mm-hmm.
In Rwanda, it is even beyond that. Even the politics of Rwanda is almost youth-centered. The Rwanda is trying to build the future through the youth you have today.
Mm-hmm.
So if the youth are taken up in drugs, so we are likely to lose the future leaders. So this is why the politics of Rwanda, the politics of Africa, should just consider and value much our youth of today, because they are the hope of Africa, they are the hope of the development. So it's better just to inspire them today and just to help them to get out of the drug addiction. This is why maybe as a person who normally works with youth, mm-hmm. it becomes my passion. And again, as a person who works with the team we are together with, the team itself has this in their agenda. The Ambassadors of Christ Choir has in its agenda the role of healing mentally and physically, and that is health-wise. So part of healing is just considering this exercise this bad habit of youth getting involved in drugs of today. And even biblically, the Bible itself, which many Christians believe in, it contests against drinking. So when it goes to over drinking, it becomes too bad. Then when you add in drugs, it becomes more dangerous to the society. So our mission as members of AOCC, which you said in a brief, that is Ambassadors of Christ Choir, is also to fight to just get rid of this killing habit in our youth of today. So the mission of the Ambassadors of Christ is to heal spiritually and mentally.
Spiritually and mentally.
Make people live in harmony today, also to prepare their future life, in the life to come, which many people might not believe in, but for us we also believe in another life after death. So how do we live today with these youth who are getting involved, who are taken up, who are no longer fearing? So it is our task now to do something, and the team we are together with, they are going to tell you more about this.
Yeah, okay. We are going to give them time to discuss, but we are going to go actually deep in the question that we have prepared for you actually.
Yeah.
And I would like to come back on something you have said right now. With what you said, drug addiction is also affecting spirituality of a person.
Yeah.
The same way destroying physically, it's also affecting spiritually the person. But we are going to get on that. The first question I would like to ask is that everyone is complaining about the consumption of drugs by young people, everyone, even their parents, etc. But what are the factors that are driving young people to actually consume drugs and be addicted to drugs? What can you elaborate on this, Mr. Stephen?
Today's generation, I can memorize when we are still young. We used to just we are so respectful to our parents, to our church leaders, and not only respectful, even fearful, even to the society. So the generation of today is just almost becoming too much independent to the fact that they no longer fear. They feel that maybe as one of the factors that is that independence, but even the influence of the Western culture.
Okay.
Western culture is influencing our youth. They even imitate what they see on media.
Yeah, social media.
Social media. So they are, sorry to say, I wanted to say they are unruly, but let me just withdraw that.
Okay.
But they are getting too much independent, such that they also try to rule themselves without the guidance of their superiors, without
elders.
Elders, churches. So normally, this kind of independence, total independence, sometimes it's very dangerous.
Very dangerous for them.
Yeah, that's why they even resolve to. There are some of the things we never used to have at our age. Me, I grew up without even seeing what maybe. Let's talk about drugs. I hear heroin. I've never even seen it with my eyes. We hear this opium. Opium. It was unusual to see it somewhere. I don't even know where it comes from. So the opium, even these stronger drinks, strong alcohol, these
cognac.
Those words.
Yeah.
So we never. So as much as the society just became too much money-minded, even the youth benefited also to get access on these killing drugs. So it's very dangerous.
Okay.
So the driving force can be also external. be also maybe I would say even we parents also are somehow negligent. We are no longer ruling them. We feared to rule them with an iron hand. Yeah, let's give them some liberty. But too much freedom is also always dangerous.
So, for you, Mr. Stephen Banda, the first factors that drive young people to take drugs and be addicted to that is the independence that they get.
Independence.
Okay.
Peer pressure.
Okay.
Peer pressure, things like that.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen. So you're not alone tonight, as we said. You are with your panel, and we are going to give them the stage to actually also elaborate on this question. So you can go home.
Please,
you can introduce yourself first, and after you respond on the question, what are the factors that drive young people to be addicted to drugs?
Thank you so much. My name is Moses Kaijuka, and when I was reflecting on your introduction, I was like, okay, some years ago, when I was still a teacher at the National University of Rwanda, around that time, the Ambassadors of Christ were carrying out a nationwide campaign for behavior change and a campaign against drug abuse and substance abuse. But now I'm no longer with the university.
Okay.
But I still believe in the same values that drove me back then. If I can be direct, there are many reasons that cause young people to become slaves of substance abuse. I can't exhaust the list, but let me talk about two.
Okay.
One of them that we addressed during our campaigns, the Ambassadors of Christ, that was 2017 to 2019. One area that we noticed that was very crucial was the despair, the stress, and the disappointment some young people find themselves into. Take an example. One of the messages we gave out back then was many young people who are survivors of the genocide, as they navigate life, they find it very difficult to deal with their past. So some of them would say, in order to escape some of the stress and the rejection and the disappointment, let us find solitude in substance abuse.
Okay.
So that was one factor. And then, of course, another factor is parenting.
Parenting. Okay. Twice is said by the two of you.
Most parents believe that parenting is taking your kids to the best schools, giving them everything that they need. But they forget that parenting is a hands-on approach of caring for your young one and holding their hand to navigate the pressures of life. So because most young people actually miss out that component of hands-on parenting, they end up making decisions that actually
destroy themselves,
lead to consequences in life.
Okay, thank you. So we are going to give the words to another member of the panel. Okay, you can go on. Introduce yourself first.
As a youth, mostly I'm a Gen Z. I think for my fellow Gen Zs, they tend to go into drug due to the peer pressure, as Mr. Stephen mentioned. And nowadays, in social media, I can access what I need. Seeing my age mates, let's say in USA or Asia, at any continent, they have we have what we call trend.
Trends.
So the trends might be what Rebecca is doing. I want to do it also without knowing the cause or what is causing Rebecca to go into that kind of
Behaviors.
So that is peer pressure. That's number one, and mostly it is killing. Because you find yourself in the first time you say you just do this once, second time, and you find yourself you went way beyond even the first person that
showed you
that kind of behavior.
So
peer pressure number one. Secondly, as I mentioned, parenting. And for example, if coming home, I don't have that time for the conversation with my parents. They don't know who my company, who is my friend, who I go to school with, or where do I go to church, who am I with when I'm at church, outside of work, outside of home, who am I engaging in day-to-day activities. So if my mom or my dad is not doing a follow-up on who I'm with, the culture I'm getting from them, or those behaviors that I'm learning from them, it will be so hard for them to catch up when I'm already addicted to those drugs. So to make it brief, that is the main causes that I see nowadays.
Okay, anything to add on?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Kaitisi Peace from Ambassadors of Christ Choir. As I mentioned, I work with Rwanda Revenue Authority.
Okay.
But I'm here in the context of Ambassadors of Christ Choir. Yes, just to add on what my colleagues have mentioned, most points have been discussed. But I'm talking now as an African woman, comparing the society of the other day and the society of today. When a child would be born, the child would be born for the society, and everybody would be a parent to that child. A child would belong in a community where every parent is responsible, is taken care of, and there would be no issues or such a kind of behaviors because everybody would be an open eye to the child. But when you see today, I just stay in my own fence, take care of my own children, nurturing them in my own way. When they get out of the world and meet young people or the same Gen Zs, there's nobody else. There's no any other parent who takes care of them and say, I'm seeing Mbana's child getting spoiled. So, to be honest, I wish we could come back to our origins. And you really know it. I'm not that age, but the way I understand the African context, this is how we have been growing our children, and we did not have such kind of issues. They were not there. We do not find such a kind of issues in the society. So if we can go back to our roots, I'm very sure we can have our children with a better health. Number two is the social media that is influencing the youth. When you see from the Western countries, you find that these people who are celebrities, mostly they are the ones engaged in this alcohol abuse or in the drug abuse. So to a young boy or a young girl, I think sometimes they feel when they take such a kind of drugs, they will become like, they want to imitate what these people who are spurious, who are stars that we are watching all over the world. They want to imitate the behaviors. That's why you find them dressing up trousers and they're not properly dressed with a lot of chains because they're not imitating the way I dress. They're imitating those people because they feel they're spurious, they're stars, they're celebrities. You get it? So, thirdly, I think also the open dialogue is missing in the parents. Like we feel they are still young. We can't say this. We need more time. You see? But from school, from the parents, we need to tell them. Talk to the children. Tell them when they are small, they are still young, 6 years, 4 years. Tell them, give them examples. of what is happening in the society. Tell them that you should be a boy, you should be a man. You are still young, but we want you to become a man. We want you to become a leader. And we want you to become a right woman, a Rwandan woman who is productive to the nation. So I believe this is that is my contribution towards the factors that lead these young people into that kind of behavior.
Okay.
I submit.
Thank you. Anything to add on?
Well, I second every opinion of any of my colleagues, but as they say, charity begins at home.
Charity.
Everything that goes wrong in the society begins at the
In the
foundation.
household.
So I believe, speaking out of an experience of being in this society, a lot of young people, if you get a chance of talking to them, they have traumas. From back home. That some of them are led to the substance use because they're trying to escape from the traumas they're getting back home. And that's where you find, even if there is that helping hand in schools, at work, in society, it is very hard to get to that boy or girl because they're already not okay. They came out not okay. So for you to be able to help them, it is like a tug of war to approach someone who's in that situation. But my take would be not necessarily parents, because not all children have parents, but guidance from where these children are coming from.
By the community.
Like Kaitesi said, these parents have to be open-minded. The society back then is not the society today. So they should be able to navigate what is on the plate. If we were doing things 10 or 15 years ago like this, is it the right way to do it? No. In this situation. So we should be able to know the approach towards how we should, get to the Gen Zs.
Okay.
It's not easy, but it's possible.
Yes. Thank you very much. All of you guys had incredible answers, but what came in all of your mouths are the role of parent in helping Gen Z to stop addiction. And I wanted to ask a question concerning actually this topic. Parents and young people, they are not discussing too much. They are not sharing that relationship of discussion between them. And for initiating those kind of discussion about drugs, they have to actually know some signs that my child is not going well. I should approach him. How can a parent recognize early signs of my son becoming dependent to drug or starting using it? How can a parent recognize it directly? So I will give this turn to Mr. Stephen Banda first.
I think maybe what we are lacking, now you brought in a gap between the parent and the children. Adeline mentioned about that. So there is a need to have a close relationship of a parent and the children.
Okay.
Today's world is just taking, we parents, we are being taken by just searching for money in whatever corner. And at all times. And at times, not only that, we are also being taken up by the groups, the peers. Some parents have also found themselves. We are choosing of the Gen Zs of having a peer pressures. But even some parents ignore that. After work, they have the responsibilities to take care of their homes. So they find themselves in groups, in maybe that is in groups, just trying to cheer, trying to relax, to enjoy leisure, forgetting their children at home. So most of our children are left in the hands of the house girls, house boys, and some children even are nursing themselves. So this gap that we are creating, it becomes dangerous. That's where even you will not even notice when what is the behaviors of my children, how are they changing from day to day, because this one is a gradual change. We should be noticing, but the problem, we are absent-minded. We are taken up by other things. Sometime back, we used to have women maybe taking care of our homes as much as possible. But today, they are mostly also, they have also more burdens, sometimes even than men. So some women even come late from work than men, because of the pressure, the living cost of living of today. So it is also damaging our responsibilities at home. So this gap must be reduced. We should give much care to our children. This is why we sometimes come to rescue when things are more dangerous. I think I still appeal to the DJ to look at this song, Solange, which was played by ambassadors of Cross Choir. Maybe for you have never watched it.
No,
it starts with just people enjoying beer, escaping from home, and the parents don't know what is, don't make a follow-up where the children are. Eventually they end up in accidents, something like that one. So if the engineer, it is easier to navigate. Please help us to get this song Solange. Play part of it, you will see amazing sermon that we can teach our children to be responsible, even we parents also to take care of our children.
So if I get what you said is that for noticing the early signs of your son becoming addict, you have first to reduce the gap.
Yeah.
You have to care much about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes we leave them for the school, when they go to school at another age, then we forget them as if the teachers are the parents. And the teachers sometimes are so caring about very many children. As now, as an academician, so I think the classroom should possess not more than 40 students per class. But you find 70, 80, 100. Hundreds. And in good schools, they go even to 25. So that's where you know the teacher even has a responsibility. So even teachers have been overburdened by a number of pupils whom they can't take care of. So it is all the way, everywhere is a problem. The world is money-minded. The Gen Zs are money-minded. Parents are money-minded. So what do we expect in the future? Okay, we are going to give the chance. So what are the earliest, how can a parent recognize the early signs of his son or daughter becoming addicted to drugs or substance?
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm going to respond to this based on my experience as a parent, and then as a teacher, and also as a preacher. Okay. I noticed that there is a gap caused by poor communication skills by the parents. These skills have created, number one, a gap, and number two, stigma.
Okay.
that is where you find your son or your daughter being more comfortable confiding in peers or confiding in someone, a house help or a gatekeeper at your house. And you find that most times these people know what the young people are doing, and you as a parent,
You don't know.
you don't know. This is caused by, I don't know if I can call it, the way we are brought up, because in our generation, parents you know how to have a way to relate. Like my dad would come in the house, no one speaks. He doesn't talk to you. So we think that today's young people should also grow up like that, but that is not the case. Why? Because there's too much peer pressure, there's too much explosion of social media, and so on and so forth. So there are certain things that are very clear. For example, if your son or a young person loves to go in the room and lock themselves in the room,
Okay.
while
That's
other
fine.
people are seated inside, they are in the room, not today or today, yesterday, the other day, and then you don't even bother to ask, why is this person always locked in the room? So you are asking, how do you know? Those are some of the simple signs.
Isolation.
Yeah, isolationism is one big sign. And I also want to appeal to educators and parents.
Okay.
How do you address this communication gap between the parents and the young people? Take an example. I said we're involved in a campaign for 3 years, the Ambassadors of Christ. Secondary schools, high schools, university campuses, collection centers, rehabilitation centers. And what we discovered in that campaign, thousands of young people came to us and they confided in us.
Instead of doing it with their parents. They came
And
to
what
you guys.
surprised me was a number of parents came to us saying that we need help. And these are some respectable people that we didn't know had a problem. So what I noticed is that most people, their package of the message for behavior change, the way it was, how was it like? For example, a school or a local community, a local government setting, they would bring like some doctors or some health practitioners. Then somebody comes with PowerPoint presentations, and then they talk about mental health, drug or substance abuse. And during that presentation, people are either sleeping, people have switched off. But now the approach that we came with, the Ambassadors of Christ, simple storytelling based on true stories. Like Solange was a true story of a student. The way it was presented, you can quote me on this. Go to all high schools in Rwanda. Go to all primary schools in Rwanda. When we sing that song, everyone resonates with us. Why? Because the message was simple and straightforward. So this is why I'm saying that even parents, be simple and straightforward. Try to have a hands-on approach to communication. Look at these small signs. Isolation is one of them. And then I'm not an expert in mental health or some of these consequences, but at least there are certain things that we should look at and be careful about. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, because we are running out of time, we are going to try to keep it short. So, has anyone something to say first, but try to keep it short, please. So you can go on.
Yes. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll respond to this question by just citing one proverb that says, "Tell me who your friend and tell you who you are."
Okay.
So one of the signs that parents should be very observant is knowing or identifying the kind of friends the sons and daughters are moving with,
Okay.
and identify the history behind the friends. Who are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are they drug abuse? You know, that kind of, once you identify that, you know that your son or your daughter is being trapped.
Okay.
Number two is on and off. My colleague said isolation, I agree. One, on and off, like you identify the times when your daughter and your son likes to move out of the house. Is it evening hours? Why is it happening? Always, every day. Why do I see my son getting out at 6 and comes back at 8? What does he have to do outside the house? Or what's it? So his absenteeism should become a question to you as a parent. No, where does he go? He's not employed. He's in holidays. Yes, he's in holidays. Why does it happen at the same time? Because you find these young people, they will always move out to search for such a drugs around evening time. That's when they connect. So you try to find out where he is and what is happening. Why does it happen this same time? Thank you.
Thank you. Anything to add on? Nothing.
There are two cases which I came across with. One is a careful parent who used to come to the university to check out. He says he took almost a week without seeing the son. I said, why? So eventually we realized that the son was staying in a bush with other children taking alcohol. I mean alcohol, drugs, something like that one. So as they said, if the child, the parent is not careful to notice the movement of the children at every day, so at the end of the day, you miss the point. He always just deceives you that he visits the friends every day almost. Another occasion in which I came to realize are these students who are in discipline, especially when we normally catch these ones who steal their friends' smartphones, At the end of the day, you find there are those ones who are getting involved in drugs. Because drug just pushes you to have money at a daily basis. You end up becoming a thief. I remember one day we just caught one, and the parent was a senior police person, woman. When she came, she got angry and started, we normally fear to beat, but that one, he was a son. So she slapped her seriously and I said, you are a policeman. I said, no, this stupid, how does he steal? So those kind of unusual behaviors, which involves stealing, involves what? Yeah, you can easily notice something is going on.
Something is going
because
on.
These drugs push you to do something. But there is another thing maybe you can come up as maybe Christians. When you go to church and we don't go with our children, when you go to sometimes our children become unruly and just abandon as if nothing has happened. You leave your children, you go to church, you come next day, what do you think we result from that one? These children of ours should be brought up. Yeah, we should create just a society for them, just to show them where they should go. Otherwise, we find we are just having a problem of peer pressure. We should just help them to find the group. Let me give an example of these young girls we are having together with. We know them from their childhood. We know their parents have been brought up in good hands, being taken up in churches, being brought up in church music groups. ending up in maybe in singing in just international choirs like Ambassadors of Christ. It's because you can't jump there when you are not nasty from the early childhood. So we children, we have the responsibility. We bear the responsibility. We ignore our children and we don't also show them the good way.
The good way to use to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have addressed already the problem. Now we are going to actually address the solutions of it. And the first question of it will be, as you said, most of the time, young people, Gen Z, get involved in drug addiction and consuming drug substances because sometimes they have problem, and it's a way to escape that problem, the easy way to escape those problems. What other things can you advise them to use as a way to actually escape those problems instead of using drugs? What can they use to escape it?
They have the answers, but let me give hash answer.
Okay.
As a person who was in local leadership, I also worked in security organs. Get him, put him in jail for some days, just tighten the screw for him to understand the pain. I'm talking like a merciless leader. And maybe the person who has worked in the security organs, maybe that's what normally sometimes we do. Okay, so take them, put them in for 2 or 3 days. He refuses, just increase the one, tighten the punishment, maybe he will change. We just keep on hunting them like that one. So what would be, that would be first approach and the easiest. Yeah. I have the where to keep him, I have what. So what about you? I think what do you feel when you do that as your brother? You know them, you know those ones. They were once your friends. Maybe you don't walk together. But how do you see when you go to visit him in somewhere in custody, taken up somewhere? What would be your answers?
Yeah, you can go on.
Like he said, to add on what he said, that is also a solution.
Okay.
But to someone that is on an extent of not easily be taken back. For example, if this person has been consuming these substances for a while, for a long time, be it years, months, and he's into this. One, we have rehabilitation centers, we have psychologists, people that are in that sector that are more educated to how they can help this person. But I'm going to speak for those that are not yet on that level. I feel like I would address it to young parents, those that have young kids. My take would be, these Gen Zs are very intelligent human beings. Why? Years back, it wasn't easy to get information on things, certain things. These days, a child of 10 years old tells you something and you're like in shock. A 10-year-old knows about drugs or, this kind of song, and you're shocked as an elder person to hear that from that child. So like I said before, charity begins at home. That child, that actually statistics say kids from the age of 1 to 12 have the capacity of getting and putting things in their mind that will take them for a while. So a child of that age is able to understand, like Kaitesi said, is able to understand. If you sat them down and told them, you know what, drugs do this, don't fear telling them, because you will be shocked what they can tell you, what they know. Actually, I've had an experience with a child like that. We started talking about, it was a simple conversation of boyfriends and girlfriends. I was shocked by what that child told me was the parent was able to sit her down and tell her the consequences of being in a relationship at a young age. What she can, what can come out of having a relationship. So it's easier to talk to those children than to talk to a 16-year-old. That's my opinion. Because a 16-year-old will be like, hey, but my colleague in school said this. Why are you telling me this now? You know, they have, the teenage age is worse. So I feel like parents should acknowledge that having discussions with children at a young age is better than having a discussion with an old child, because it will help, even in society. Lecturers, teachers should be able to approach those young kids. But to those that are on old age, my take would be rehabilitation, those other centers that can help them. But other than that, yeah, that's my take.
So, without interrupting, going on the same line of the question I asked, do you think that there are other activities that can replace drugs, like maybe doing sports, vocational things, and all can it be easily put in place? Actually, we are going to take at least 2 persons and we're going to close the show.
Okay. I think we can start with let's take me for example. If I see my parents, whenever there is conflict at home, how is it being resolved? Is it my mom or my dad abusive? Is my dad abusive? Does he go out and come back at midnight drunk? How does he talk to my mom whenever there is a conflict between them? Me as a child, I'm not supposed to know all their conflicts. I'm not even supposed to know any of it. So if my parents themselves, they're not able to resolve their issues without involving the children, without exposing it to the young children, be it me as in my 20s or another in 5 to 10. So that approach itself can bring the trauma to that children. And whenever I'll get an issue, or if I meet, let's say, the lecturer or any friend of mine, what they teach me, I'll not be able to bring to my parents, to the table of my family, because I risk like they judge me, or my dad will beat me up. So, family-wise, that is the key. The parents should know how to communicate between themselves. Secondly, it will have to be to create that strong bond with your children. Because if there's that big bond, if I meet with any issue, be it at work, be it at school, or even in my late 20s or early 20s, whenever I have an issue, like for me, the first person to know will be my parents. Because even my close friends, all of them, they know them. So that bond between parents and children, and secondly, and thirdly, there's this social communities, be it at church, be it in those clubs, be it sport, all those social communities that make people come together, not in learning bad behaviors, but to build something strong and which is positive, I would say. Those communities, I would really encourage youth of our age to get those kind of group, instead of having the group of saying where are we going next Friday, what trip are we planning, where are we going next time, next summer is coming, where are we going? Even that treasure time is needed, but what are we doing, where are we going? I will just spend a night at nightclubs, where are we going? So those small details, it starts at early age and at home. And that's my take. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, but we don't really have time right now. We're about to close. So I would like to ask all of you guys, if tonight was the last night you would ever attend Africa Youth Time TV show, what would be the last advice you would give to any young people watching you tonight? What will be the last advice concerning it? We are going to start with Mr. Stephen Banda.
I would advise the Gen Zs to take care of the people they move with.
Okay.
Again, to select what kind of enjoyment they do participate in. We are being deceived by the world, as Mr. Moses said, that these so-called superstars, children try to imitate them, the way they dress. I think even Kaites mentioned about it. The way they dress, the way they drink, the way they do it. Don't grasp everything that comes on. Many of these things that come from the Western world. I think even our media should select what kind of but it is too much. The music, what kind of the music? It is almost we are out of control of that. But the children themselves, if they get mature, they should select. And what is becoming a superstar is not just wearing naked, is not drinking. We should avoid the we usually need to have what we call night clubs, but today they come together in groups, in houses, house parties. We should just watch what kind of parties do we get involved in. So if you want to be a responsible person in the future, you younger guy, younger lady, just watch the people you work with, the habits you get involved in. And we are proud, I still say we are proud of these children of ours. These ones, they come together, like we mentioned about ambassadors, and I think we're going to talk about it. So we have the younger, the Gen Zs, the younger children who make the junior ambassadors. They go on preaching, telling their fellows maybe to turn, to get away, rid of sin, get rid of those misbehaviors. Why can't you choose the best group where you get entertainment too? Do we entertain? Are superstars the ones who just drink and smoke and take drugs? No, you can be a responsible person. When we have had good singers, gospel music. I'll give you an example. Ambassadors of Christ. How many viewers do you have on social media?
Social media, YouTube.
On YouTube? 1.6 subscribers.
Wow.
1.6. I think it is the choir that is mostly watched by many people. Even more than these artists, the so-called artists. Why do people choose to watch the music of ambassadors than these ones who just dance naked? So there is also, you can also choose where to go. So I would say, when I'm concluding, and I'm telling people, please, on 30th of August, we are having a grand concert at BK Arena. I invite youth to come there. We shall just show the stories of the healing of those people who came out of addiction. We shall just hear testimonies of some people who were once addicts and now should I call them saved people? They were saved from those evils. They will give testimonies. We shall just see them just physically. They will be here to give testimonies. So we can say, even choose what to do, and it is high time you get rid of those abuses. So join us as we just fight against this drug addiction. Join the ambassadors of Christ. Even the churches should get involved. Organizations, they should even try to put in more sponsorship in this aspect of sponsoring people to. Otherwise, our youth, if we don't take care of our youth, we are ruined. We don't have the future.
We don't have any future.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen Banda. You can go on. What would be your last advice?
Okay, if I had one last thing to tell you, young people, what would it be? I would say the grace of God and the blood of Jesus is still relevant today. Certain things science can never and the love of God, the only answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much. What I would tell the Gen Zs outside there, one, advice they're given, not everybody, whatever advice they're given from people, it's not always good. It's not always, so in other words, they should try to filter what they are told. So they should choose the right people and trust the right people. Number two is that whoever approaches them loves them. I mean, when the government is approaching them to come out of that, when the church is approaching them, when non-governmental organization is approaching them, when the parents are approaching them, they love them. They don't hate them. So let them also feel that love and come out of that drug addiction. Yeah. So we love them and we call them to listen to this voice and come out of that. Thank you so much.
Gen Zs should listen. We have a habit of not listening. We should learn to listen and learn to filter. Those are two very, very important aspects of life. So I believe it is also easy to navigate that. If you're able to listen, you'll be able to make the right choices.
Thank you.
To piggyback what Sha said, I think my last message would be, for us Gen Zs, we need to seek help whenever you are in trouble. No matter how it is, do not be ashamed of seeking help. It being to your parent, your closest relatives, or workmates, the one you see that he or she could give any help to you. And also, as Christian, we believe that the blood of Jesus can do anything in your life. Whenever you are able to receive that salvation, because it's free given. If I have my Bible, I know we should consume. Instead of being scrolling all the time on my phone, I can have Bible times, create all those activities that are really adding something to your life, it being professional life or social life. So seek help, cross-check what you're consuming, it being social media or your cycle, your friends, even sometimes with grandparents, because even for them, they might not have gotten the chance of having someone to nurture them properly. So learn to get something. We have everything exposed online. Learn something relevant, not consuming anything
that comes to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming. It was an incredible show. We got many answers because even me as young people, I'm concerned. So really thank you for that. Can we clap for ourselves? Thank you for everyone watching the show tonight. As you know, tonight we discussed about young people and drug addiction, substance addictions. So the advice you are going to get tonight to take home is charity starts at home. And the child of someone is the child of the community. So any child outside that you are seeing who is not going well, try to help him. It will never hurt you. So also for young people watching us tonight, Africa Youth Time TV show, know that everything that you are consuming is not good for you. Learn how to filter things, or to filter the content you are receiving from social medias, and also learn how to use them in the proper way. So it was Melvin on the presentation on Africa Youth Time TV show. See you next Thursday, same hour, same place. Bye-bye.
Thank you.